Shalom, shalom. I'm going to start off by giving all glory, praises, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to the brothers that's teaching this truth in sincerity. Shalom to the hopeful elect and the sincere listeners. Alright, today's lesson, man, is going to be about current events, what's going on in the world today, man. You have it to where Russia just invaded Ukraine. All right, today, okay, and the Most High is bringing that spirit of judgment, all right, and division amongst men, division amongst Esau, all right, in his kingdom, all right, because these are just steps leading up to WW3, man, all right, and you have it to where even people in the world that don't know the truth, they know that World War III is looming as well, man. They have it's in their spirit. The Most High is putting it in their spirit, even though they're making memes about it, all over social media. You're either seeing people pissed off because it's like you're out in the fire and out the frying pan or whatever, into the frying pan or whatever stupid saying they got. You know what I mean? But that's basically what it is, because here it is, everybody's getting over the big C. All right, and then now World War III is imminent. You know what I mean? That's just raining on everybody's parade. Everybody thought they can go back into that mirth spirit, man. They will, which they will, right? But it's still, what do you call it? It's still in the back of their head. They can't really be in mirth, because serious times are upon them. Although serious times are upon them, Salakia, people are still gonna try and make memes and think positive and do all this shit to avoid having to deal with these things to come. But hey, man, deal with your reality, and before anybody jumps the gun, thinks I'm jumping the gun on this World War III business, obviously, all right, the MOTB has to be implemented before World War III really kicks off. All right, so don't get too excited that this is gonna, go down fully. Obviously, this is good to see. It's great prophecy. You know what I'm saying? It's letting us know where we are. Because just 2 years ago, I believe 2 years ago, there was a strike on Iran, and that could have led to quote unquote World War III. But there's a reason why it hasn't led to that. It didn't lead to that because it wasn't the time, right? And it's all of the Lord's time. But we're living in these times where we're measuring the time, and we're looking at prophecies, man. We're filtering the current events through prophecy, right? So Moscow says the current situation is the result of years of failed talks to end the bloodshed in eastern Ukraine after the 2014 coup in Kyiv. And ultimately the Lord does not want peace, man. He wants division. He wants you nations in distress. All right, because that's what's coming, man. All right, that's what's coming to everybody on the earth that's not the elect of Israel. Okay. Russia began striking military targets in Ukraine early on Thursday morning, days after recognizing the independence of the two breakaway republics of Donetsk and Lugansk. Moscow insists it is protecting the people of the Donbass from Kyiv's aggression, and that it was forced to resort to military means after Ukraine abandoned diplomacy in its civil conflict in the east. All right, and we already know who's gonna spin this story, make it seem like who's the bad guy and whatever else, right? But it doesn't even matter, because we ain't picking no sides, man. We on Yahweh's side, man, at the end of the day. So we don't even care how they spin it. This is good, because our kingdom's being ushered in. You know what I mean? And America always been known to spew lies anyways, man. But that don't make the Russians any better. You know what I'm saying? So who cares how it goes down? You know what I mean? All these wars are based off deception, but this ain't our war. I'll tell you that, Israel. Are you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans? What are you gonna do in that day? All right, because last time I checked, I'm a prisoner of war. You know what I mean? So what am I? What am I to do? I'm defenseless, in the eyes of these people, and on top of that, I have nothing to do with this. You know, I'm in my own, fighting my own battle, or Israel is fighting their own battle, whether they know it or not. You get what I'm trying to say? You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we're fighting our own battle, whether you know it or not. We're fighting for Yahweh Yahweh Shai, whether you know it or not. And some of you are not fighting for Yahweh Yahweh Shai, which you should be. And that's the only person you should be fighting for. You know what I'm saying? And ultimately, this is a spiritual battle as well. Our fight is not carnal, it is spiritual. Alright? We just read the words of the Lord and prophesy. You know what I mean? We just prophesy. That's it. That's it. That's all we do. You know what I mean? There's nothing else to do but bring out the word of the Lord. Alright? And let the word of the Lord go forth, man. Because ultimately it's working. You know what I mean? We prophesy the pestilences. We prophesy the wars and rumors of wars. Alright? Ukraine and Russia are at war right now. You're telling me that's not war? That's a war. A major player is at war with a minor player that's backed by a major player. That could lead to real war. Alright? But it's all of the Lord's timing. Right? It says the escalation follows years of unsuccessful talks, broken ceasefire agreements, and a standoff between Russia and the West linked to the 2014 coup that overthrew the government in Kyiv. Yep. You see what's happening. You see what's going on, man. Why brother wants to stay? Okay, that's cool. Ask out not to track. Asking all them questions. Anyways. Yeah, man, this is for you people, you people, man, that want to live a life of mirth and all that. Second Esdras 15:14. Bring it out. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. Yeah. And one people shall stand up to fight against another, with swords in their hands. Alright? It's not real, you know what I'm saying? War, man. War is coming. Okay? For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. Okay? Did Russia not just invade Ukraine? Okay? This is all prophecy, man. And these are things that's gonna take place all around the earth. Alright? In its due time and its course.